Hello, Holotable. It is me, Mystery Hippo, here with a different video. If you watched my prior Raid Minimalist video, you heard me talking about I was going to go into a mod breakdown of Maul, Sidious, my B2. But I made a new video because that one got a little bit long, a few extra attempts than I thought were going to happen. Let's break down the mods, see where I can improve, see what I'm using to get the success that I have. It's as minimal as possible besides Maul, because you want Maul to be as invested as possible. You want his mods to be as high as possible, as fast as possible, as strong as possible. So his mods I would recommend investing in. He wants offense and crit chance, but you can throw those onto a lot of other units in the game itself. So even if you don't want to remodel the characters, this one you can invest in and then use elsewhere. I do highly recommend investing in these. Offense can be used on most characters. See, I still need to invest this one and this offense mod here, so this is not perfect. But we'll go into the stats itself and evolve the characters and show you, if you want to match my stats, you can. I have not watched any stat guides or like benchmarks, but the ones I have here will let you trade at max score. At gear 12, gear relic 1, gear 13. Just now I did the relic 3. I do have Sidious and Maul a little bit higher, but the concept should hold true for whatever wave you do. R5 is most important because it will be a lot tankier. You want to really pump up all these mods. So for R5 next week, when I get these guys up and going, I will have this mod ready, sliced up, ready to go. Let's look at the stats of my Maul first. The Maul is the most important character for this raid. My stats aren't anything crazy. I got 125 extra speed, much higher, but he goes first with this, so I'm perfectly happy how it is right now. He gets the first turn. Go down to our damage. I got 2,500. You want this as high as possible. Probably not enough. I could probably make it up higher if I needed to, and I will once I slice up his other mod and calibrate them and all those fun things. Health and protection. You want health, because they have protection disruption, so don't prioritize all the protection on your Maul character. Maul also stacks up his health, so look at Maul's abilities. I believe it's power of hatred where it's down. So he gains max health equal to 10% of any damage he does. So when he's AoEing the entire enemy wave with special, 10% of all that damage being converted into his health, and he gains potency equal to his max health. Not as important because his debuffs aren't as important to have out there because they get dispelled so fast anyways. But it's nice to have, potency is always good. And whenever he defeats the first 3 enemies, he gains all these on here crit chance. So that's also great. If you don't have good crit chance mods, don't worry. When first time you kill somebody, he gains some crit chance. That's also useful to have. Leadership, don't worry about this. He's not your leader. Won't be in play, so don't worry about it. Raging Storms. It's just, finishing blow, you gain turn meter. You want to time this on weaker enemies if you need to help stack up. Use your basic when the enemy doesn't get bonus turns. Biggest mechanic there. Whirling Blades does a bit more damage, at least for me. Seems to do more damage than its basic, and attacks everybody. Pretty simple character to use. Throw him at him, basic everybody. Get kill resets on the lowest health enemies. So you stack up your offense the most. The reason he stacks up offense, if you're not familiar with this raid. So the next character, actually, I'll go into his mod some more first here, I think. Yeah, biggest thing here is speed and health. Speed, health, for his defensive stats. But the main thing I'll focus on is offense and crit chance. So I have 48.37% crit chance. That's not high enough. The higher up you go in the raid, the more crit avoidance they have. Definitely want as much crit chance as possible. I could spec more into the crit chance. I haven't yet. Here's my primary mod. It has offense secondaries, crit chance secondaries. I try to find everything that had offense and crit chance on the mod somewhere. Like for example here, I have crit chance. I have offense down on secondary. Could reverse that, but I don't want your crit chance mod here because you want to crit as much as possible. So I think having more crit chance on this mod's primary is more important. And I have 1 crit chance mod set here. Triangle, I mean, it's not triangle, I know shape, I promise. The square definitely has offense, can't change that. But I made sure to have offense flat as a secondary and crit chance. 6.7%, that's pretty good. For my cross, I have offense. You could throw a crit chance here if you wanted. I think there's crit chance. There's crit chance. I never use crit chance squares, which are crosses. Maybe you can't have crit chance. Whatever. So, I have offense. You could do like health if you are dying too fast, but Maul should not ever die on you unless you get. The only time you should die in your raid attempt is like the last wave, or if they have Enrage active. I could see them stacking up and taking them down eventually. But my Maul almost never died. Yeah, I mean, I got 28 speed, pretty good roll there, 5 dots. I don't think, have I calibrated this one? I've not calibrated it, that's, I think one time. Yeah, 28 speed, a little bit of crit chance, could use some more. I'll probably take off some flat defense, and try to get some more crit chance on here. Yeah. Over here I have health, so I have some protection secondaries, that's fine. But this one could get stronger if I, instead of protection, I had offense here instead. I just didn't have any mods with the stats on them. For my diamond, which I have not got my speed up, not a really great roll for a gold one, but I was lacking offense mods when I was modding Maul, so you know what I got. Plus tenacity never hurts, but I'd rather have offense there instead. Crit chance is good too. I just made have crit chance everywhere. Crit chance on my square up here. But you don't have to copy putting the crit chance mod set. These two you can put them anywhere. Make sure you have one set of those and 4 offense mods. Biggest thing for Maul is to give him speed, offense, crit chance. Those 3 stats are primary. Much health too, but that's probably for 4. I'll probably put a little list here of the main things to put, so you might see a little breakdown right here. But biggest thing is speed, offense, crit chance. He stacks his own health. Protection goes away with the enemy so many times, so it doesn't really matter that much. You do want some protection, but just only if you happen to put it there. It's not the most important stat for him. Everything else is just extra fluff for him. Yeah, we'll go on to the second piece that is pivotal to have if you want your Maul to maximize his potential. That's not these guys. That is Sidious. Sidious is a character that I started off at like year 6. Now he's relic 4 on my team. Yes, purpose of Sidious with his leadership, I believe. So his leadership is, if he's not in the leadership role, it is still active for all allies. You can have him as a support or another character on your team. If they are a Sith or Separatist ally, they gain his bonus. Read his leadership. All allies can crit chance, awesome, and crit damage, also awesome. And Sith allies gain offense, or gain 2% offense until the end of the encounter, just in the entire raid, when they score a critical hit. So when you are critting with Maul, gains damage. And the critical damage scales off his offense. It is doing a ton of... That's why you don't need a crit damage triangle on Maul, because he's just going to stack up more and more and more damage. But this little bonus here is going to do all you need. You could try throwing a critical damage triangle on him instead of offense. I have not tested that, but I'm sure it is also an option if you have like an offense secondary on it. But this is what lets Maul ramp up, so you do need Sidious' leadership Zeta. It's a little bit Zeta focused on this raid, but that's okay. Most raids happen so far. Basic, I mean, nice damage, but these aren't really important for the raid as much. You do inflict expose with his special, which is great. Helps Maul ramp up faster, which he saw in my raid attempt. His unique is cool too. I mean, he just gains health. He recovers health and turn meter whenever someone's defeated, which helps him stay alive. Blah blah blah. Potency, grade 2. You get max health to his potency. So with his mods here, you could run health mods, you could run potency mods. He's more there to ramp up your Maul. He can stay alive. If he's dying a lot, which mine died a lot, you could do a more tankier setup. But I have potency because his potency gets converted to health anyways. So. But here's my stats here on him right now. 52 speed. Not a lot of speed on him. He's not modded grade. I've not sliced him yet. I've not calibrated him yet. I still need to work on his mods, which would probably help my raid attempt anyways down the road. You know, he's got basic health and protection. He dies sometimes in my raids. But yeah, it's not going to break your raid. Damage is really low. Not use him for damage. He's not the carry on the team. Maul is the carry on the team. If you want to match my exact stats, you could. These are all my exact stats. I'm not going to break them down because I have not fine-tuned mods. They're all the stats right here for you guys if you want to look at them. But yeah, I mean, I just have potency. I didn't feel like remodding him, so that's potency on him. He's got some speed on all of his mods. Offense is really good in these raids. You want to kill things fast and they can't recover. So I'm in some offense if you want. I mean, I have a health here. I probably put potency here instead. I just don't think I had one. Yeah, you know, a little bit of potency here, some health, a little bit here. Crit chance for critting. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. I don't think he was even modded before I did this raid, so maybe I like low tier mod, like tier 1 mods, whatever. Yeah, that's Maul. That's a Sidious there. You could probably do offense set here too if you wanted, but as I said, I didn't want to remodel my characters, so that's what I got going on. The only thing I'll change for Maul probably down the road. I'll probably swap this out for something else. I don't know if I have get potency, right? I'm not sure if potency set can get potency. Yeah, they can. Okay. I'll probably swap a triangle. I'm not sure yet. I cannot do shapes, guys. I swear I know my shapes. I passed geometry. Probably put a potency on this cross down here. Probably the only thing I'll change on my Sidious here. And then I'll start slicing these up, them 6-dotted and all that fun stuff. Sidious is pretty flexible. You can use him as just a pure tank and give him all the tank stats you want. Give him potency and that converts to protection and health. Give him pure offense. Probably the most optimal mod set for Sidious is a pure offense set with crit chance. But I didn't have enough offense mods to worry about that, so I said screw it. Leave it how it is. B2. This one, that's the worst mods I thought I had. If I have him modded, health and potency, and they're not even dotted or they're not even sliced up to 6 dots. But we'll go over the mods in a second and see what I have. If you want to copy them, like I said. As long as he's tanky, that's all you need. Tanky as possible. Defense mods, health mods. You don't really need to worry about offense. It doesn't matter with them. But yeah, so reactive protocol. This is important to have. I believe. Yeah, so I think this is a Zeta. Yeah, so this is the Zeta ability. You need this, unfortunately, so it's a 3 Zeta team, but really not that terrible. Jedis are a lower Zeta requirement, but you need more characters for the Jedis to work, and sometimes a lot more attempts. But with B2, he has a chance to reduce his cooldowns whenever a Separatist ally is evaded or damaged by an attack. And for this raid specifically, Sidious and Maul are considered Separatists, so this ability gets reset over and over and over again. So everybody gains turn meter whenever B2 puts a debuff. Not the most important, because if Maul kills somebody, he's going to get turn meter anyways. So it's not the biggest deal to have that worried about for micromanaging. You know, it is important. And for Relentless Barrage, he has a chance to gain 100% turn meter whenever an ally is evaded or damaged. That's great. Actually, that might be the Zeta. No, I think the Zeta is Reactive Protocol. I believe this is. I could be mistaken. But Mo down here. This is what I was saying with it's reset when you have Magna Guard. Maybe it's Magna Guard specific thing. I thought it was in. Oh, okay, yeah, it's right here. So he has a 40% chance to reduce cooldowns by 1. I don't believe this does not play an effect with Sidious and Maul. They don't actually reset E2's cooldowns. So I don't know if that's a bug or not. Maybe I just have really bad RNG and I never get the chance for his cooldowns to be reset or reduced. Let's put on 3. Yeah, I've never seen this be basically permanently active. When we use like Mana Guard, he resets it guaranteed pretty much. So I don't know if that's a bug or just because they don't have the tagline. possible it's not a bug, but some I'm gonna look into more thoroughly, but it doesn't seem to affect the raid entirely. I can still do it without it resetting. It might be functioning as intended. Yeah. Oh yeah, let's look at U2's mods. My whole brain has just died. Yeah. Cooldown resets whenever separate ally is evaded or damaged by an attack. Doesn't happen with Maul and Sidious, I believe. Maybe it should. Maybe it's supposed to, and just it's not working. Could be another bug, and I'll have to actually play test it more and see. Next week I'll look at it more closely. Here's my mods on B2. So see, I don't have a focus on speed. I have some speed on some of the mods, but you know, I don't have him going that fast because he does reset his cooldowns all the time. So it's not the most important thing to make him fast. Tankier the better. Like on my non-speed mods, I made sure to have percentile health and protection on him. That makes him even tankier. I get a crit avoidance because he's been taking hits. I don't want him to get crits. I probably change this out for like a health or protection. That is not very tanky with this mod. I think I gave him crit avoidance when I was doing the gas event. But I mean, you can swap out these potency mods and put on health mods too instead, or defense mods. But I bet he only died once or twice, so it's not that big of a deal. I may reconsider remodding him when I do the Relic 5 tier, but for Relic 3, it was good enough. Okay, here's my mods here. I mean, I'm not gonna focus too much on his mods because they're not perfect and they're not even great. You don't need him to be fast. Speed is not as important for trade. I want him to be as possible. So percentile health, percentile protection, defense, all those good stats will go a long way to keep him alive. Potency is important too. Not the most important. Having a little bit of potency helps you land those debuffs. They won't last very long, but they might help you in a small percent, like 1 or 2 percentage points for success, which could help you. But the biggest thing is protection health. Yeah, that's my mods on those 3 characters. I'm not going to go into my entire roster here because that's not the intent of this video. But if you do think that's helpful at all, I can show you my Jedi mods. I think it only took me 2 attempts with my Relic 5 Jedi this time around, so I can go in their mods if you want to. Just let me know down below if this is helpful at all, if seeing a visual of these guys. Yeah, that's all. It's kind of a quicker video, only 17 minutes or so. But guys, you all have a great one. Thanks for watching the videos. And always, first be with you.